The precarious nature of internet fame is a modern parable, a career that demands thousands of hours of relentless grind. Personal branding and community engagement can be vaporized in the time it takes to click a wrong icon. The digital empire, built brick by brick over a decade, often proves to be a house of cards, vulnerable to a single, unguarded moment. This stark reality was delivered with brutal, irrevocable finality on January 22nd, 2026, to a Twitch streamer known as Lacari. In a fleeting 5-second error during a routine broadcast, he managed to unravel a 15-year career, sever his most valuable professional relationships, and ignite a firestorm of allegations that extended far beyond mere online scandal. To understand the magnitude of the fall, one must first appreciate the height Lacari had reached. He was not a flash-in-the-pan viral sensation, but a respected fixture in the gaming streaming community. His journey began in the early 2000s, during the foundational years of live-streamed content. For years, he cultivated a dedicated following through his skill as a speedrunner, and a highly competitive player in games like League of Legends, Genshin Impact, and Tekken. His breakthrough and sustained success came not just from gameplay, but from his sharp personality and, crucially, his integration into one of the most influential social spheres on Twitch, the Austin-based streamer ecosystem. Through the early 2000s, Lacari solidified his status as a mid to high-tier streamer, regularly attracting thousands of concurrent viewers. His true career accelerant, however, was his affiliation with major creators like Asmongold, Miskief, and the organization OTK. He became a regular collaborator and a familiar, joking presence in their circles, to the point where he was humorously, if unofficially, considered part of the OTK family. This association granted him stability, clout, and the coveted streamer dream, a lucrative income doing what he loved, surrounded by powerful allies, all without the overwhelming scrutiny of mainstream celebrity. He had, by all appearances, secured a perfect and enviable position in a volatile industry. The day of the incident began with normalcy. Lacari was live on Twitch, immersed in a League of Legends session for his audience. The catastrophe stemmed from a mundane act of multitasking. While his game was running, he opened the Windows Notepad application. Unbeknownst to him, a recent software update had added a new feature, a persistent list of recently opened files and tabs displayed directly within the Notepad window. As the application popped onto his screen, visible to every viewer, it did not show a blank page. Instead, for several critical seconds, it displayed a list of saved file names and web links. The specific content of these entries is too explicit to detail, but reports from those who investigated indicate they contained highly suggestive and disturbing keywords related to illegal material involving minors and animals. The reaction in the live chat was instantaneous, shifting from gameplay commentary to a torrent of shock and accusation. Crucially, the stream was being recorded, and clips were swiftly captured and disseminated across the internet on platforms like Reddit, Twitter, and niche forums, where users began to archive and investigate the visible links. Observers of the clip noted a micro-expression of pure dread flash across Lacari's face as he realized what had just been exposed. This moment of silent panic was followed by a series of decisions that would compound the disaster. Rather than immediately ending the stream to contain the situation, Lacari chose to remain live and address the escalating chaos in real time. His attempt at damage control was a cascading failure. His initial defense was to claim that someone in his chat had posted a malicious link which he had inadvertently clicked. This story collapsed almost immediately under basic logic, as it failed to explain why such links would be systematically saved in a dedicated notepad file on his personal computer, complete with an explicitly incriminating file name, which chat users identified as referencing illegal content. As this excuse crumbled, he pivoted to a second, even less plausible narrative, that the file had been automatically downloaded by his browser without his knowledge.
Let me explain what happened. I was surfing a site. The shit got downloaded. I didn't trigger a fucking download, it just got downloaded. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there.
In a stunning act of self-sabotage, when a viewer pointed out that a truly deleted file would not open, Lacari attempted to prove the file was gone by clicking on it. It opened immediately, proving live on stream that the material was not only real, but actively accessible on his hard drive. The atmosphere in his channel descended into utter hostility. His own moderation team, the individuals tasked with protecting him, effectively mutinied, They stopped deleting accusatory comments and banning users, allowing the chat to be flooded with text-to-speech donations, openly labeling him a predator. The internal collapse was finalized when one of his longtime moderators publicly resigned on stream, posting a message urging Lacari to end the broadcast, seek help, and sever all association with him. In a state of visible disintegration, Lacari then committed another baffling error. He live-queried an AI chatbot, Grok, asking if possessing certain types of explicit animated content was legal in Texas. This action, performed in front of an audience already accusing him of harboring illegal material, was perceived as a tacit admission of guilt and a desperate search for a legal loophole, digging his hole impossibly deeper. While Lacari flailed on his own stream, the wider internet ecosystem sprang into action. Fellow streamer Quinn69 technically debunked Lacari's auto-download excuse by replicating the scenario on his own stream, demonstrating that deleted files do not persist in the Notepad recent files list. Internet archivists began combing through Lacari's years of past content, resurfacing old clips that took on a sinister new light. Notably, they highlighted a past lie detector stream, where Lacari had jokingly admitted to an interest in controversial animated content. A segment once played for laughs that was now being recontextualized as a potential hint of deeper issues. The most devastating blows, however, came from his former allies. Lacari, in his panic, had attempted to weakly implicate others, suggesting in stream that Asmongold had once advised him to keep such material on a separate computer.
Asmon messaged me and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff.
Oh my god.
Asmongold responded with swift and severe damage control. He took to social media to clarify he had only seen a censored version of the clip initially and was unaware of its full severity. He then publicly and permanently distanced himself and OTK from Lacari during a live stream, emphatically stating Lacari was never an official member.
Shut the fuck up, retard! Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this!
And that the organization wanted nothing to do with the situation. He also announced the cancellation of an upcoming podcast episode that was to feature Lacari. Mizkif, another central figure in the Austin Circle, reacted even more aggressively. He threatened legal action against Lacari for the false implication that he had sent the files, and stated he would be willing to provide internet logs from the time they lived together to authorities to prove his own innocence, and further incriminate Lacari.
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me. He did.
You literally just called me a pedophile. You don't think I'm suing you, Lacari, for everything you just have? You're f***ing out of your mind. That's insane what you just said. Insane.
Other major streamers like Sodapoppin also addressed the situation live, expressing disgust and complete dissociation from their former peer.
Potentially. It's looking like Ilya. And the thing is, he streamed the whole thing. He actually dug in Lollytown.
The scandal reached its final, mainstream condemnation when top YouTube commentator PenguinZ0 released a video titled, "This Twitch streamer situation is disgusting." In it, he summarized the events for his massive audience, emphasizing the heinous nature of the alleged material and criticizing Lacari's disastrous, prolonged attempt to explain it away rather than ending the stream immediately.
It's like, this is some evil shit we're talking about here. And after this happened, his stream was calling him out on it. It does not look good. This looks f***ing awful.
The consequences were total and merciless. Twitch issued a permanent ban, stripping Lacari of his primary platform, his income, and the community he spent over a decade building. He was also preemptively banned from the alternative platform, Kick, closing a common escape route for banned streamers. In a span of hours, Lacari was rendered a digital pariah, professionally blacklisted, socially exiled by his powerful friends, and the subject of widespread revulsion and ongoing investigation. The story serves as the ultimate cautionary tale of the digital age. 15 years of meticulous career construction can be rendered null by 5 seconds of catastrophic exposure. A single, unthinking click opened a window that did more than reveal a file. It opened a portal to professional ruin, social annihilation, and a permanent, damning entry in the internet's ledger of infamy.